It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Brock Purdy. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the 49ers and the Hawks, and it's all up next.
Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. Should be a good matchup here, Greg. A couple of playoff teams a year ago that are hoping to take that ultimate step and get to the Super Bowl this season.
And oftentimes that's the most difficult step, right? You go from being a perennial playoff contender. That's great. But now, how many of these teams can now say, okay, not only are we in the playoffs year in and year out, but we are a legitimate Super Bowl contender in any given season? That is easier said than done, but I think these two teams...
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They're led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Individually, I think he comes in today feeling pretty good about what he was able to accomplish last week. It's almost hard to believe his performance resulted in a loss, Mike. I mean, 4 touchdowns. The 1 interception on a bad read where the ball got away from him. What that tells me is they need to play better collectively as a team. Get a better performance from their defense, a better performance from their special teams. Tighten everything up, because if he plays like that at the quarterback position, and as a result, the offense has that level of production, they should expect to win a lot of games.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Purdy works out of the pistol. He runs with it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Man in motion here is Jennings. Purdy now on second down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 3rd and a yard. They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. He's trying to power forward, but no dice. They go with the big man, and he may have lost yardage, and it sets up 4th down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. So on 4th down, the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, out to punt. And great coverage on special teams. They'll mark it down inside the 5-yard line. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Charbonnet. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Now this looks like a design run.
And a nice job there defensively on 3rd down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner, they're able to stop him short of the 1st down.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
On the Seahawks 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. Talk about a volume receiver. That's his 90th catch of the season, and he gives his team a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31.
They'll motion over Samuel. On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. Right back to Kittle. That's another one. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's a run. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Encroachment, defense. Still 2nd down.
They'll try it one more time, but now a bit closer. It is 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Purdy. He's got it at the 3. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2. 3rd and goal. They need 2. Here's Purdy. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Brock Purdy. Touchdown, San Francisco.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Seahawks offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. Play action now. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, Geno. They try to set up the screen to Mitchell.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Throwing on second down. Smith. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Niners offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. In fact, he leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. First and 10. Purdy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Now a 3rd and 2. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That is hauled in at the 5. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to the air is Purdy. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Good blocking, and he's in. Brock Purdy, touchdown, 49ers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
The score, Niners 14, Seahawks nothing.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Seahawks offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Geno. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Connecting with the tight end, that's Fant. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. 49ers offense and their running back set to go once more. As we get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, he sets the pace here as we get to the latter stages of the season. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
To say this group has started strong here in the first quarter, Mike, might be a bit of an understatement. I mean, offensively, firing on all cylinders. Defensively, suffocating the opponent. The ability to complement each other on both sides of the ball and play at such a high level, they could have a little bit more breathing room here by the end of this drive.
Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. Off-balance throw, it's complete.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
That's a 44-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
In motion comes the tight end, Evans. We'll try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the 34-yard line.
To throw is Purdy. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
That's another 49er. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. The Niners have the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Throwing is Purdy. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
Throwing again is Purdy. That's complete to Kittle, the tight end. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 10.
So Kittle comes in motion. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the defense has it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. So that'll cost them half the distance. Now whistles and a timeout. The tight end Fant in motion. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. He'll get a couple of yards back, but it will be second and long. On the zone read, it's Mitchell. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll try and get there on the ground. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Seahawks.
A run here with Mitchell. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Working out of the gun, Smith. Off he goes. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Mitchell. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun, Smith. Outright Smith and Jigba has it.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Julian Love brings them down. They face 2nd down and 7.
At the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Purdy works out of the pistol. A throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
Now he'll run it. And Purdy going to smartly hit the deck here as he's able to pick up the 1st down in the process. They continue to roll, continue to move the chains. That was a gain of 15. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Byron Murphy there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Still third down.
So now, following the penalty, they're only going to need a yard. It is 3rd and 1. Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. What a year. Catch number 95 on the season. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Purdy. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Back to the air again is Purdy. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front. And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Moody's kick is good. And the Niners stake themselves to a 17-0 lead. Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense headed back to take over once more. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with 1st down. They'll go play action. A hit, and he has lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Mike, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL. It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
And he's got another one. Brock Purdy. Touchdown, San Francisco. So his big 1st half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. Moody now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Off the play fake, it's Smith. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Geno. This one into the hands of Smith and Jigba. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. 1st and 10. Purdy. Toward the middle of the field, he's got Evans. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. So Kittle comes in motion. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Purdy gonna put it up again. This throw left side caught by Kittle. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A 1st down. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout.
A 51-yard attempt.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the 49ers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Will Levis, over 300 yards through the air with a touchdown pass as well. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. James Cook, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Ramondre Stevenson doing plenty of damage on the ground as he went well over 100 yards in the victory. The Niners got a fine performance in the first half from one of their leaders, Brock Purdy. And he did it with his legs, accounting for 3 first-half touchdowns on the ground. Sensational. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And things starting to take shape here. 3 weeks left of the regular season. Teams making that final push for postseason berths. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Smith, RPO, and that's Lockett. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is third.
Here's Geno. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up fourth down. These are drive killers.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy headed back on the field for their next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. It's second down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Play action now. It's Geno. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll try to run for it. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this first down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the first down marker, sets up fourth down.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Niners offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion. That's caught. It's Evans.
They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, 49ers.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Back to the air is Purdy. Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
On the Seahawks 41-yard line.
And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
I remember early in my career, Mike, this was only just starting to kind of become in vogue. Receivers would maybe get a few carries a year at most. Now, it's become commonplace throughout the NFL, and watching these results, I kind of get it. I wish we had gotten them involved as runners maybe a little bit sooner. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And he'll bring this inside the 30, a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going. Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
So Kittle comes in motion. He gets this one to Samuel. It's complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
At the 15-yard line.
A handoff here, up the middle. He's going to get forward for about 5 yards, but this one might be coming back. Let's check in with the referee. Purdy now on 2nd down. That's taken in by Jennings. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field, and that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. Aaron Banks played his college ball at Notre Dame, guilty there. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This a 44-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Niners add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go play action with Smith. To the sideline, Lockett's there and got it. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Seahawks first down. A give to Mitchell. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. Lockett headed in motion. On 2nd down, Smith will try to set up the screen to Mitchell. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, Smith. He gets that to his big target, Fant. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, Seattle.
And the Seahawks first down.
On 1st down, it's Mitchell. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. An injured player on that one, and it's Nick Bosa. Game stopped as they come to look at the outstanding defender. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Smith. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Geno. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. First down throw there is incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
A throw on the run is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Infraction, defense.
Here's Purdy making the read and keeping it. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. So these teams trade field goals in the third as we come to the end of the quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Following the penalty, they'll run it. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
At the 35-yard line.
Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long.
And 11.
So Kittle comes in motion. 3rd down. Purdy. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. The 49ers out for the punt.
Punt formation for the 49ers.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. A give up the middle for Mitchell. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 4-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Smith. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now Geno. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Taking off. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10.
Gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Seahawks.
Back is Smith. That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
32-yard line.
Here's Geno. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Geno to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They'll go. Smith. That's going to be caught. Oh. And he's going to get there. He's got the 1st down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Now Mitchell. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs. back-to-back losses. Now it's third down. The tight end Fant in motion. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Geno going to throw for it. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
Second down and 8.
It's second and 8.
Putting the tight end in motion. They'll stick with him again. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
A gain of 4 brings up third and 4.
So Kittle comes in motion. Pass brought in by Samuel. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Niners first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Back to the ground after the penalty. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards. Here's a 2nd and 12.
Second down at the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's 3rd and 7.
Third and 7.
So Kittle comes in motion. He'll get this into the hands of Debo. That is catch number 60 for the season.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back.
Holding. Offense.
So holding is the call, and take that touchdown off the board. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Purdy gonna give this to Geno. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. A run now on second down. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
And some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back.
Holding offense.
So a costly penalty here. It wipes away the touchdown. Here's a run going left. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the 49ers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The visitors' offense and Geno Smith getting ready for their next possession. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So a win here for the 49ers. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.